and welcome to another Observe Channel Tournament League match. This is part of the Thursday Thunder Tournament Series. It's a direct elimination style tournament with a winners and losers bracket. The winner of the winners bracket will face the winner of the losers bracket at the end of this tournament in a final showdown, best of three match, as most of the matches leading up to that final are going to be a one-and-done direct elimination style. This is our third matchup of the night, as we have Amaterasu. I apologize if I pronounce that incorrectly. I'm just going to call him Ama, spawning at the 12 o'clock position. 12 o'clock position as the purple Protoss. And we have Cooper, an old favorite of the Observe channel, spawning at the 6 o'clock position. Scouting going to be going out already directly across the map for Emma, who is new to Observe channel and making his debut match in tournament. So really a great in-tournament debut match for Emma, a chance to prove himself on Observe channel in this Thursday Thunder match. Starting off well by scouting the correct direction immediately. Scouting also going out for our Zerg player Cooper as he pushes out in opposite directions with Overlord and Worker to try and find the base of his enemy. We see the probe doing a little "I'm going to block your natural" dance, trying to not only observe but to hopefully delay the natural of our Zerg player Cooper as this match continues. We see double pylon and gateway opening. Fairly standard, nothing too exciting yet, as it is too early in the game to really know where these players are going to take this game. If we look at the APMs, we see that our Protoss player is slightly favored with an average of 50 over 36, although it is early in the game, and Cooper is a fairly good player, having knocked out several of the Observe channel's good players in the last tournament, taking out both Soup and Cachulian to make it to the semifinals. We see finally that scout getting into the base of our Protoss player. Coop now fully aware of Ama's base, as well as having seen let me check here, having seen the double gateway and cybernetics core. So he does know that there's two gateways being constructed, as well as that cybernetics core having gone down. Roach Warren out for Cooper. This is how Cooper has really made his mark on the Observe channel, is with, I believe, an 8-minute Roach push that is absolutely devastating, especially against players who like to play for the later game. It's the 8-minute Roach push that killed off both Soup and Cachulian in the last tournament, and we see not even 8 minutes into the game, bunch of roaches pushing out across the map, as Ama has gotten even better at this roach push. We see the roaches out in the middle of the map, going to be spotted by that probe at the Zelnaga tower, but marching right on through, spitting a little acid, taking out that probe. But we see here we have the classic opening for our Protoss, which is one Zealot, one Stalker, one Sentry. This is really going to prepare the Protoss best for any sort of early pressure, as we see these roaches trying to get up the ramp. Force field going down, going to block off the majority of those roaches. The roaches sort of bumbling around, not knowing what to do, as another force field goes down, and roaches falling to the superior range of those sentries and stalkers, while the rest are trapped at the bottom of the ramp. It looks as though Ama is going to be able to hold against this push, although our Protoss player is out of force field, so the roach is moving up into the base, but 4 roaches against 2 stalkers, a sentry, and now 4 more stalkers warping in, going to chase off these roaches as there's really nothing left they can do. So cute, though, as they waddle back home, trying to outrun this Protoss army. Really the most adorable of the Zerg units, in my most humble opinion. We do have the natural established for our Zerg player, as well as some spine crawlers going down for defensive purposes, both out in front of the main and the natural of our Zerg player. One of the spine crawlers getting canceled, as we now see both players sort of recuperating after that first engagement. Several Zerglings as well as roaches and a queen being produced for our Zerg player. Upgrade being researched for our Protoss player, as our Protoss player pushes in here, looking to establish a forward pylon to warp in reinforcements. The pylon does finish, so now more units warping in, more stalkers, going to push forward. Will these roaches and spine crawlers be enough, excuse me, be enough to hold off this attack, as the army value heavily favors the Protoss at the moment, 41 to 35. Reinforcements being able to warp in to push against this Zerg, as we see both players desperately trying to micro to make this army as effective as possible, but really the Protoss in a great position to take out this natural, as well as put some decent pressure on the main. Those brave little workers for our Zerg trying to take out the pylon, but being forced to just run away, as there was really nothing too much they could do. Roaches forced to retreat back to the creep. One less desperate attempt at a hold, but it looks as though the Protoss has the stranglehold on our Zerg player very early here. 10 minutes and 20 seconds into the game, already putting heavy pressure on the main. The queen getting involved, the workers getting pulled off the line, but it's just too little, and the GG from Cooper, as Amma makes an impressive debut here in this Thursday Night Thunder tournament.